It's It's a Wednesday lunchtime here in the East, morning in the West, late. It's happy hour in Europe, but it really isn't happy hour if you are a fan of President Biden. And you know what the problem with President Biden is? Stuart, it's fascinating how for 4 years, no, let me try that again. For 8 years, we had one of the most eloquent speakers as president, Obama. Phenomenal. Give him a teleprompter, and the man spoke so amazing. But you took the teleprompter away, and you saw and it's hard to be president. I give you that. And the left loved him because, man, he's a good-looking guy, spoke well, carries himself like a charm, blah, blah, blah. Then you bring in, for 4 years, Donald Trump, who is aggressive, rough, got crap done, but didn't speak nicely. And people said, naughty, naughty, every word that came out of his mouth, naughty, naughty, was a mean son of a bitch, blah, 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 rough, whatever. Didn't need a teleprompter to tell you how he really felt. And people hated that, right? The left hated that. The media hated that. And lo and behold, to make things just that much better, let's elect a president who can't speak with or without a teleprompter. Stuart, the president of the United States right now puts his foot in his mouth for the last year and a half since he's been president, and it's actually, on a global scale, embarrassing. So is this the kind of leadership that we want out of a president?
David, thank you. And, I'm going to play a bit of a video just to start.
And the question is whether or not we should be in a position where you are, why can't the experts say, we know that this virus is in fact, it's going to be, or excuse me, we know why all the drugs approved are not temporarily approved, but permanently approved. You got the vaccination? Are you okay? I mean, you see, no, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're. No, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people. If your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon or whatever, something, or, whether those aliens are here or not. Who are the people they talk to beyond the kid?
All right, I can't take any more. Okay, so that's an example.
Aliens, sorry.
Listen, I can't make this stuff up. I got to thank Felix for sending me this video. Felix is also another strong. He's got like 4 PhDs, biologist, crazy guy as far as brains go. I wish I was as smart as him. But, when the left has to contend with a president that speaks that coherently, when you have Kid Rock, which, by the way, Kid Rock is America's badass, if you didn't know that. And as far as I'm concerned, he is one of the best guys in media today, because he's said, and by the way, his real name is Carlson. He's 53, right? So he's our age, David. But you know what he's not afraid to do? He's not afraid to say, fuck Oprah. Who the fuck is she? Fuck Joy Behar. Fuck this one. Fuck that one. And you want to know something? I think he's actually saying that more than 70% of the entire country, maybe 80% of the country, really believes. I mean, a lot of people have vitriol hatred towards, Donald Trump, because he said, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. But now you get this musician out of, I believe, Tennessee, saying, fuck Joy Behar. David, we've said fuck Joy Behar so many damn times that we haven't been called out of the New York Post, CNN, or any of these people. So I'm saying, fuck Joy Behar, and fuck Oprah Winfrey. In fact, fuck Oprah Winfrey, not for being a billionaire, but for being a hypocrite. She actually was going to support the first woman to run for president of the United States. That would have, hopefully have been Hillary. But when Obama threw his head in, she says, fuck you, Hillary. I'm voting for Obama. So these fucking leftists are just fucking crazy. Now in California, they're starting to flip out these district attorneys that are absolutely useless for the general population. You know, I have a bleeding heart like the next guy. I see a turtle walking on the road. I want to go pick it up, get pissed on, and put it back in the bushes. David, Kid Rock had a couple of drinks. Good for him. Let me tell you something. They all really, really just talk shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired.
You know, but Stuart, it's a fascinating thing because what you're talking here about is expressiveness, being expressiveness. You know, being able to express yourself in a coherent manner. We expect from leaders to express themselves in a coherent manner. I mean, listen, like I said at the beginning, you know, I give Obama credit. The man can speak. The man is a great orator with notes. But leadership isn't about a script. A script, I mean, you think about it. I'm going to hand, somebody else is writing these speeches. This isn't Obama. This isn't, this isn't, Obama writing these out. Trump doesn't write them out. Biden, no, presidents don't write their own speeches. There's someone else who's writing it, but the delivery is important. I get it. But
now, I think it's
hold on, Stuart. Hold on. But when it's off the cuff, when it's like a reporter asking a quick question and whatever, you got to have the answers. You got to be prepared. You can't look stupid. You want to take your time to think. My father used to comment about President Anwar Sadat. Anwar Sadat was the president of Egypt back in the 70s and 80s. Smoked a pipe. And when someone asked him a question and he had to think about it, he lit his pipe on purpose. By the way, there was no tobacco sometimes in those pipes, just to purposely think through the answer. It was well thought out and conceived, and he was a phenomenal off-the-cuff speaker. You listen to President Biden today. We're dealing with major issues that are not news. Inflation, we've got the war in the Ukraine, gas prices going through the roof. These are talking points that should be like off the cuff, right? And no wonder Kid Rock is saying, fuck them. No wonder Kid Rock is upset with the left because they're not calling out the president of the United States the same way they called out Donald Trump for 4 years. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. When a president stands up there and is supposed to lead and fumbles and mumbles and bumbles like an idiot, do your voters take you seriously? Do the people take you seriously? Do other leaders take you seriously? But the left wants to cover up all of his mistakes, let alone Kamala Harris's foot and mouth disease. But it's fascinating when a guy like Kid Rock stands up and throws out at people the statement, fuck you for supporting this kind of person. They're vilified. Stuart, I don't get it.
Kathy, it's Kathy Griffin. Here's the video.
Oh, please.
Where she pretends to behead the president of the United States. There you go. And this is the issue that I have. The left can go and do this, right? Without any repercussions. In the United States, there's a very, very, unused law where if you threaten the president of the United States, it's actually a crime.
It's treason.
And there you got Kathy Lee Griffin,
No, not Kathy Lee Gifford. Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin, Kathy Griffin, not Kathy Lee Grifford.
That's what Kid Rock screwed up on.
Pretends to show the beheaded president of the United States. I'm sorry. Why wasn't she arrested? Because that's a crime. The left, not for me, but for thee. Rules for you, not for me. Over and over and over.
The only thing that matters, and again, we're a little bit diverting here, but again, it's all about the words that matter and how it's delivered. Listen, we know how the left treats it. Roseanne Barr makes a comment, she gets fired. Okay? You've got, I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who runs The Masked Singer, Nick Cannon, made anti-Semitic remarks, and he's not only is he still on the show, they're giving him more work. So we know how the left plays. It's amazing how they cover up, Stuart, is what makes me ill, is that you call out, when you want to play on an equal playing field, You call out the president for speaking badly. Like,
you know the president of the United States, Joe Biden, probably has a couple of hundred handlers that every time he opens his mouth, they need to send in the local guy to go and literally have to try and defend this guy's position. Look at this. Hang on.
Look at this. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people. If your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon or whatever, something, or whether those aliens are.
Shut it down. Okay. Shut it down. But look, the thing is that you hear that every time, it's, I'm going to make this statement. It's going to come across like really nastily, but there has to be adult diapers issued to all of Biden's handlers because they crap in their pants every time he opens his mouth, and they have to. I mean, look how many times Jen Psaki, the former press secretary, had to correct, modify, tweak, blah, blah, blah. I mean, for crying out loud, Joe Biden, talked about deposing Putin. Like, literally, you don't say things like that. And the State Department had to say, no, we're not doing that. Okay? I mean, he's done this time and time again. But the left will not really call him out on how much of a bumbling idiot he is because he's the best idiot that they have now in power. There is nobody else, okay? He's there till 2024. I mean, right now you read what's going on. Thanks to Joe Biden and his terrible ratings, the fear is that the House and the Senate are going to flip to become Republican, and everybody's panicking, and oh my God, and let's prepare for 2024. And now the question is, who do you replace Joe Biden with? Kamala Harris is a disaster, so who do you put in there? And you've got all the people who told Joe Biden. Remember in the debates, Kamala Harris ripped Joe Biden. Pete Buttigieg ripped Joe Biden. All these people are in his entourage right now. They're all in his inner circle, right? They're all protecting him. Pete Buttigieg goes on TV and lies for the president of the United States. Stuart, I'm telling you, the left and the media and the Dems, what they have created is they're really taking you and me and America for fools. And I'll give you one more example of why this is crap. Okay? And it's a Canadian example. The media in Ontario, like there was an election in Ontario. It's a conservative government in Ontario. They finished their first mandate through COVID and whatever. And if you listen how much they tried to make Doug Ford, who was the premier of Ontario, a bumbling idiot. They tried to compare him to Trump. They tried to position him like they're Trump. They tried to do everything like Trump. And the guy who was running against him was a criminal, Don DeLuca, a criminal in everything that he's done as part of the Liberal Party. And they tried to prop him as just like they did with Joe Biden. Just so you know, they took the voters of Ontario like fools. Doug Ford won a record number of seats. In the last election, he increased his power less to the left. The people of Ontario called out the media. And if you would have read the media wrote, hold on, Stuart, if you would have seen what the media tried to do, it's the same thing they did to Trump. It's the same actions that they tried to do. And why won't they do that?
You're a marketing guru. You're a businessman.
I'm a salesman.
You're a business management guru. I want to ask you a question because we're wrapping up this quarter hour.
Yep.
The left believes it's all about checking boxes to make you say yes 5 times. If I can make you say yes 5 times, you're sold. And they're using this concept. Hey, they replaced Jan Psaki with a black woman. Why?
Not with a black woman. Why? No, not with a black woman. They took an black woman who's an immigrant and is a lesbian because it checks the boxes and looks good, even though she's a racist. Even though she's a racist. It doesn't matter.
Dude, it's the end of our quarter hour. I'm saying Kid Rock, he rails against Biden, Fauci, and Big Tech. I ask you to download the song "We the People," and you know what? Give Kid Rock a couple of pennies on that play.
Hey,
David,
folks, you better believe it.
Goodbye.
Hey, Stuart, let's talk again on Friday, will we?
You know, it's not a bad idea. Talking to you a couple days a week keeps my hairline going.
Yeah, same here. Have a good
Goodbye,
day,
David.
everyone.